If you're confused about whether she likes you or she's just being friendly, then this video is for you. I'm gonna rank 32 signs from the best signs like she's yours and she likes you to the absolute worst signs that indicate that you have been friend zoned. First up, we have she follows you back on Instagram, and this doesn't mean anything. If you have some mutual friends, then she'll accept your request and follow you back. It's just a kind gesture. Next up, we have she texts you first, and this means that she's yours. Girls usually have their DMs flooded by desperate men, so if she's taken an effort and she's taking a step to interact and text you first, that definitely means that she's interested in you. Next up, if she's always looking at you, she's definitely into you. When you catch her looking at you and you lock eyes with her and let's say she shies away and looks away, that definitely means that she's into you. It could also be a great sign to go and approach that girl. Next up, if she's always around you, she definitely wants you. For example, she'll take the closest seat near you in class. Whenever you're in the library, you catch her next to you. She finds any reason to just be near you or be with you, she definitely wants you. Next up, we have her having an open body language. That means she might like you. The reason I say might is because she might have an open body language towards everybody in the class, so you don't stand out. But let's say she has a closed body language, she's shy with most of the other people, but with you she has an open body language, then that definitely means that she likes you. Next up, we have engaging in conversations. This definitely means that she likes you, but it also depends on what type of conversations you're having. If the conversation is about a group project or anything academically inclined, then it probably means that she wants to get her doubts solved. Now let's say the conversations you have with her is personal. She's asking you questions about yourself, your hobbies, your interests. She's making an effort to get to know you better. That is definitely a good and strong sign. Next up, we have she smiles at you, and trust me, this probably doesn't mean anything. It's just her way of not appearing rude, so whenever you look at her, she probably smiles back just to return it. But let's say she smiles at you a lot, that definitely means that she could be interested. Next up, we have her laughing way too hard on your jokes. This might indicate that you're in the friend zone. If she's too comfortable with you and she laughs a lot on your jokes, she probably just considers you as her friend or her best friend. Next up, we have her having a soft, high-pitched voice. This might mean she likes you, but you also need to consider other factors. What if her voice is already high-pitched and soft with everybody, so it isn't a sign if she does it with everyone? Let's say she speaks in a normal tone with everybody. Now you come up and she just changes her voice to sound a little bit more feminine. That means that she might like you, so it's a good sign. Next up, submissive tone of speech. This is the same. She might like you. When her way of speech changes into a submissive tone, into almost accepting whatever you have to say. Let's say you suggest a group plan and she's the first person to say yes without asking any questions. That definitely means that she has some or the other interest in you, so it's a good sign. Next up, we have shy, clumsy and blushes. If she does this, she definitely likes you. This is because when a girl is too comfortable with you, she puts you in the friend zone. But let's say she's shy, she's kind of overthinking, and at this point she definitely has some or the other interest on you, and that is why this means that she likes you. A very good sign. She liking your Instagram pictures doesn't mean anything. Trust me, you probably followed each other back because of kind gestures and courtesy and everything, and maybe your picture just popped up on her feed and she just liked it. That's about it. There's nothing to overthink here. Next up, we have her complimenting you, and this might mean that she likes you. Girls compliment each other heavily on a daily basis. Guys never compliment each other, or it's very rare. So when she compliments you, she's just doing what she does with her gang. Next up, we have girls being mean to you in a flirty way, which means that she wants you. Girls usually shit test the guys whom she thinks has a chance in being her boyfriend. If girls shit test you, that means that she has some or the other interest in you because she wants to pursue you as a love interest. Next up, we have making assumptions, and this might mean that she likes you. Let's say you're in a conversation with her, and let's say she tells you that your girlfriend is lucky to have you, and you're like, wait, I don't have a girlfriend. Now she knows if you're single or taken. She'll only do this if she finds you attractive, so this is probably a decent sign that she might be into you. Next up, we have her telling you that she's single. This definitely might mean that she likes you. If she's telling it to you directly that she's single, and all these things might indicate that she's probably looking for a replacement. She's probably looking for someone else to date. And if she's telling you that information, you can probably be the guy she's looking at, which is a good sign. Next up, we have if she's messing with her hair, and this might mean that she likes you, but hear me out. If she has this habit of messing around with her hair every time she's in public or social situations, it probably isn't something directed to you. But Let's say she does it more often when she's with you, or she's trying to set her hair so that she looks the best she can in front of you. That definitely is a good sign. Next up, we have her looking at your lips and eyes. This definitely means that she wants you. When you catch her looking at you and she's maintaining eye contact with you and she's kind of shying away, and whenever you're in conversation with her, her eyes automatically alternates between your lips and your eyes, it definitely means that she wants to pursue this as a romantic interest. Next up, we have her getting close to you, and this definitely means that she likes you. If she's putting a lot of time and effort to getting to know you better, and she's trying to get close to you, she's trying to get herself invested with your life, that only happens when she likes you. Next up, we have her touching you, and this definitely is a strong sign that she likes you. If she's touching you deliberately, for example, she's wearing heels, and just for balance, she holds your shoulder, but she does anything to induce some sort of physical chemistry, that definitely means that she likes you. Next up, we have her bumping into you, and it's probably unintentional, so I'm gonna put this in that doesn't mean anything. This only happens in movies, by the way. The main guy comes, the girl comes, they collide unintentionally and they fall in love, and they're picking up the books, they look at each other. This doesn't happen in real life. Next up, we have her brushing her hand. Again, she's brushing her hand, she's trying to touch you, and she's trying to create some sort of physical contact. That definitely means that she likes you. Next up, we have her watching your Instagram stories, and this probably doesn't mean anything. She's probably using Instagram that day and your story popped up. You guys follow each other because of mutual friends, so she's just having a look at your stories. That's about it. Next up, we have her showing you that she cares. Now this could mean that she shows care as a friend, but let's say she does more than that. Maybe you're in a fix, maybe you're in a bad position, and she helps you out. She shows you that she cares. That definitely means that it's a good sign and that she wants you. Next up, we have her changing her plans for you, and this definitely means that she wants you. If she's flexible in her schedule, right? Let's say she had some kind of plan that day. She had to go to a dance class, a movie, or meet up friends or whatever, right? And she cancels those plans just to spend some extra time with you. That definitely means that she's interested in you, and this is a good sign. Next up, we have her submitting to you, and this is also a huge sign that she likes you. If she gives you charge of some situations, like if she just knows that you're the better planner and she just follows you no matter what, that means that she has trust in you that you'll do the right thing. That definitely shows that she has a huge amount of interest in you. Next up, we have her watching your stories quickly. Trust me, it's the same shit. It doesn't mean anything. Next up, we have her replying to your stories. Now this could mean that she likes you. The reason I say this is because it depends on what type of stories you uploaded. And let's say she replies something based on you or your appearance or your looks or whatever. That means that she likes you. Now let's say she replies to a story of you putting a picture of your dog. It probably doesn't mean anything. Next up, we have her reacting to your stories. Again, the same thing. Next up, we have she hearts your stories. Now this might mean that she likes you, especially if she does this a repeated amount of times. You know that she wants you to notice her. She wants you to give her that attention. Next up, we have her replying fast to text messages. Now this could definitely mean that she likes you, especially if it happens in the starting talking stages. Usually girls shit test you, right? But instead of leaving you undelivered, if she replies to you very fast, that also could mean that she has a lot of interest in you. So she's gonna appear as friendly as possible on text. So she's gonna reply as soon as she possibly can. The last one we have is she engages in conversations over text only, and this means that she likes you only as a friend. Now look, if she's only engaging in conversations with you only over text and she doesn't want to meet you, she doesn't want to do anything with you, but she shares about her life only as a friend with you, that's a problem. And that is it. Click on this video right now where I talk about the best nofap methods to stop relapse now, and I'll see you on the next one.